Welcome back to the Silentsports Gaming channel. This is the second half as the Bills are all over the Pittsburgh Steelers. 28-0. You see the scores. We're about to kick the second half off. I'm Troy Westhead. Thank you for watching. Just want to thank everybody again for the birthday love I've been getting. My birthday was Thursday. I appreciate you guys for all the love I got. I appreciate it all. This is the second half of the video. Let's take a look at what the two quarterbacks have done so far. Mr. Trubisky off to a slow start, just 10 yards passing. And you see with Josh Allen doing nearly 95% completion percentage, 221 in the first half with 3 touchdowns. He also ran in a touchdown as well, as that's how the quarterbacks have played in the first half. So you're about to send it back out to Bradley Garden and Charles Davis. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Troy West. I'll see you guys at the end of the video. And thanks for watching. Got a lot of stuff coming up. Less than 2 weeks away from Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty, of course. More Last of Us. I might try to fit in a video in a few. I might try to. More Sonic Origin content. So just stay tuned. MLB The Show tomorrow as the playoffs continue. NBA 2K23. So if you like sports, this is the place to be. It's all the sports are being played right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to the second half. Charles Davis and Bradley Garden take it away. I'll see you guys at the end of the video to thank you guys again. Thank you so much.
Very much fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Bills to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go right back to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is awful oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their 25-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Trubisky's throw there complete to Sims. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky complete. It's Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
They run for it with Harris. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They run again with Harris. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Davis there with a spectacular catch. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 122 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 42-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 49's my help.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Come on. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here's Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
A give up the middle to Singletary.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen flushed out right. And Diggs has it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
On the give, this is Singletary. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. It's been a long day for you. Hey, tight. Check 55 for Mike. Check.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. 1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
At their own 22. Now it's Trubisky.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
49 for Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Crowder now to return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Mike. Round 80. Check 55, Mike. All day, baby, all day. Hey, check Mike. Watch it.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Right back to Moss.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Too little, Cupcake. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got you. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Alert. 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 55. Where's that? That's not new. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. What's that? Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Come on, baby.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for the Bills, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you for watching the Silent Sports the Gaming channel. We're going to wrap it up here. All Bills as they dominate the Pittsburgh Steelers 49-0. Let's take a look at some of the quick player stats. Really ain't nothing worth looking at for Pittsburgh. But a monster game for Josh Allen, 304. He also ran for 2 touchdowns. So 6 of the 7 touchdowns he was responsible for. And let's look at the rushing yards. Devin Singletary, another monster game, 155 yards and a touchdown for him. Receiving, Stephon Diggs had the yards. Gabe Davis with a touchdown as well. Diggs had 2 touchdowns. That was pretty much it as far as receiving. Jerry Crowder had a few catches, but it was mainly these 2 guys for the Bills. Score summary, of course, it was all Bills. He scored 14 points in each quarter except for the 4th. They only added a touchdown on a Josh Allen run, but he had 5 touchdown passes. So that will do it. We'll wrap this up. Appreciate you guys for watching. Join us next week as it will be the Kansas City Chiefs, as you heard Charles and Brandon say. I'll see you then on Madden 23. Check out all of my projects right here on the Silentsports Gaming channel. Appreciate you guys so much, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you for watching Madden 23 right here on the Silentsports Gaming channel, right here on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the support. Peace and love.